What's good, YouTube? ToxicSight here, back again once again with episode 2 of our Don't Be an Ash Pokemon Go series. In the first video we talked about the difference in movesets based on raids, PvP, or TGR. And briefly in it I mentioned IVs somewhere towards the PvP section of it. Um, so in this video we're going to continue that discussion about IVs. What are IVs, you might ask? IVs, I'm gonna open this up just I just caught it and I haven't looked it up. Garbage. Basically, what IVs are your individual values. In the main series game, every single Pokemon had different IVs regardless. In Pokemon Go, every Pokemon up until your level 30 has different IV values. No two Pokemon are identical whenever you're below level 30. Whenever you hit level 30, if a level 34 catches a Pokemon and a level 40 catches the exact same spawn, the IVs, which are the attack, the defense, and the HP stat, will all be identical. The only way that it will change is if, say, the level 31 catches it prior to the hour. Like, say they catch it at 10:59 or 10:30, yeah, 10:59, and the level 40 clicks on it at 10:40, or not 10:40, at 11 o'clock. The IVs will switch if the weather in game changes. Um, because therefore it would reroll a CP, it would reroll the IVs. It's considered a different mon at that point. But anyways, so basically going over what the IVs mean. Yeah, like I said earlier, you have the attack stat, a defense stat, and an HP stat. The attack stat roughly, it doesn't exactly determine the damage you deal. What determines the damage you deal is right here where it says Fury Cutter 3, Superpower 85. Um, I forgot what I was clicking on. There's a hidden stat behind the attack stat, which this is 6. You can tell because each of the solid lines, I can't touch the screen and show you. Each of the solid lines, there's 2 of them. Each grouping behind the line is 5. So the first line is 5, the second line will make 10, and then whenever it's filled out, it'll be 15. The attack stat roughly depicts how many points are in the attack stat, hidden base stat total of that mon. The defense stat, same thing, roughly determines the damage will taken or the damage, the base stat total of the base defense stat, and same with HP. Um, the IVs can range anywhere between 0%, which would look like 0% look like this, how it's 000. They are technically rarer than 100%, which look like that. The circle turns purple for being 4-star. You can search for the amount of stars: 0 stars, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. Now, just because it's a 0 star does not mean it's 0 IVs. Um, Basically, and next thing, basically for raids, you want to either have a 15 attack and then high defense and HP, or the best of the best, which of course is 100% IVs, um, is best for any raid. 100% are the best in raids. Um, like I just showed you, 100%. You can just type in 4 and then the asterisk or star, and of course it'll show you 100%. Unless of course you name somebody 4-star, and then it'll show you whoever you name 4-star along with your 100%s. 100%s are only good in one type of PvP. Well, I can't say that because there's like 16 mons in. No, there's like 4 mons in Great League that need 100%. But anyway, so 100% IVs are mostly used in Master League and in raid battles. Ultra League and Great League, we'll get into it later. Actually, no, we'll get into it here shortly. Um, Great Leagues, you want the lower attack stat whenever you do the appraisal. Like this would probably be decent, but not the greatest for PvP. You want low attack, high defense, and HP. And I get the question a lot. Why do you want such low attack and high defense and HP for Great League? Is because whenever you hit power up, the CP the CP increase per power up is strictly based off of the IVs. If you have high attack, you're gonna get higher CP increase per power up. So therefore, say you have 100% that you're powering up and you want to keep it in Great League, um, you're gonna have less power ups you can do to go into. You're gonna have less power ups you can do in order for it to go until it stays under 1500. Therefore, whenever you do a power up, you get HP and you get CP. Great League caps at 1500 CP. Say some Pokemon you be at 1477 and want to go power it up again, and that next power up will bump it up to 1506. You can't bump it up to that 1506 because it breaks to 15 and it won't be eligible for Great League anymore. So therefore you would have a 1477 CP Mon in Great League, which I'm not saying is bad because there are some Mons that just so happen to stop at 1478, 1476. Um, and they're phenomenal in Great League, aka Medicham, aka Sableye, aka there's a couple others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But so the lower the attack, the less your CP is gonna go up every power up, which means the higher the level your Pokemon is gonna be, which means the higher HP it's gonna be. Um, and that's the main thing behind the CP. It's not really the CP that's dictating the damage in most regards. It's the CP is basically dictating your HP and your survivability in Great League. Um, so I'm gonna show you some examples of what I mean by the IVs will dictate Pokemon. I actually have a really good example. Like let's say this Empoleon is ranked 12 because it has 0 attack. I've used a site to give me the rank. Um, but this has 0 attack, 14 HP, and 13 HP, or 14 defense, 13 HP. And powering it up, we'll cap it out at 1497. But using this one, 6 attack, 12 defense, 15 HP. While it'll cap right at 1500. You see where the bar ends? I guarantee you you'll have more HP on this one, more survivability on this one. Um, let's see, did I have any other? Yeah, Yeah, like I was saying, there's a few Pokemon that'll power all the way up, like be maxed out. Like this Sableye is fully maxed out, and it's a 15, 13, 15 at 1466. I could make this a best buddy and be at 1480, I think. I think that's what did my calc for. Another one. Yeah, it's a meta champion. I don't have it ready for Great League. I have yet to use a meta champion Great League. Fully maxed out will be 1426, and it's a 15, 14, 15. Um, I can't think of any others off the top of my head right now. Nope. Okay. Um, the next one we're gonna talk about is Ultra League or UL. It follows technically the same guidelines as Great League, except you can shoot for a little bit higher um, attack stat, just slightly, because you have a 2500 cap, and there's a whole lot less mons that'll cap underneath 2500 than there were in Great League at 15. Um, the range in Great League went from there is 96% need lower attack. 96% of mons need lower attack to stay under 1500, and 4% roughly max out at 100% IVs, stay under or higher attack IVs maxing out under 1500. That ratio roughly drops to 45% needs to stay with decent IVs, and 55% can be anything. And that's strictly due to the fact that their final evolutions aren't the best in raid battles because they don't get that high in CP, but their coverage that they get in move sets, the cover or the typing advantages that they have are great in Ultra League, but they don't cap out at 2500. There's a bunch that cap out well under that. Um, Wait, you're supposed to be lucky, buddy. Um, yeah, you're supposed. No, I thought he was Uh-oh. I think my game's messing up. But anyways, we'll go over that later. Well, I'll look into that later. Um, the example that I have here, how I said some of them still matter. Gyarados still matters because he caps out well into the 3000s. And yes, if you notice, my Stardust is tremendously low. I'll explain why later. Um, but a 0, 15, 14 caps right out at 2500 for Ultra League. This is a 0, 14, 5. I don't ever really want to use this due to the fact that it's got super low HP. But this one would cap out at 2489 for Ultra League. And it would have probably 11 less HP, 12, 11 or 12. I think it would have 12 less HP than the 0, 15, 14 at 161. So it'll have about 150, 149. Which 11 or 12 HP might not sound like a lot, but whenever you look at Bite doing 6, it can only survive 2 fast moves less than this one. But this one also pushes out more damage due to the fact that it got those 2 extra, um, 1 or 2 extra power-ups, um, in him than the other one did, which plays a huge factor. Master League, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have anything for Master League set, because all you have to really do for Master League is go to your max CPs and use whatever, because everything falls under Master League. Um, Master League, like I said, most of them, well, all of them are like hunting anywhere between 93% IVs and 100, because there is no max on CP. Now we're gonna go over levels of mons. I won't go into full detail about it, but in raid counters, most people recommend bringing level 30 to 35 Pokemon into the raids, and I'll go over how to tell the levels in a later video. Because it's basically you look at, hold on, basically you look at the starters cost, for power-ups. So yeah, people recommend level 30 to 35s for raids. Um, I would just, you can go in with 20s if you have enough people. That's what a lot of people here do, is use just level 20s. Hardly anybody maxes anybody out these days because a lot of people do raids. Um, but I'm slowly working on maxing stuff out so that I can go around helping people to do raids if there's only like 2 people there. Because if you have maxed out level 40s, you're gonna push out more damage. You're gonna survive longer in most cases. Um, unless they have what I call the sneeze attacks and blow you back. Um, hold on, drinking water. Um, that covers everything there. I did start GBL today. It wasn't working on the recording. I only did 3 battles. Finished my set from last season that they let me finish for some odd reason. Um, but yeah, in the next video we will be covering raids, more detailed into raids, what to bring, what not to bring. Um, so until next time, y'all, be good to yourself, be good to your loved ones, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.